Ngutyana, Papa, Makalendlovu, Kwanda, Suthu, Msekethwa. Viva Winnie Madikizela, viva, viva! Viva Winnie Madikizela, viva, viva! Viva Nelson Mandela, viva! Viva Nelson Mandela, viva! To all our guests that are gathered here, Danbulis, at this moment, might take this opportunity to greet and acknowledge you all in equal standing. My honorable brothers and sisters that are gathered here, when we tell our children stories about heroes, we regale them with stories about bravery, strength, honor, and integrity. We tell them stories about battles in a faraway place. Often, we are telling them a hero is a man who can fly, who can never die, without knowing it. We are telling our children that in order to be a hero, they have to be someone they can never be. We are telling them that the acts of heroism will be committed by someone else, and ignorantly never them. And yet, if we are to forget the legend of the superhero, we find we are surrounded by many heroes. They don't wear capes, they do not fly, and as we lament here, they do indeed pass on. In the face of danger, they combat adversity through their bravery and often sacrifice their own personal concerns for a greater good. They are the women who have raised a nation by the very act of their being. They are the heroes we forget to honor. Their story is our story. It is not glamorous, and it is not complete. Because the story of Mama Winnie lives on. It lives on in all the women who wake up every day, carving out a life and a livelihood for themselves. It lives on in your stories. For generations to come, I hope we will tell the story of Nomzamo Winnie Mandela as a hero of the people, yes, but she was also a product of the people. She was one of us, she was one of you, she was one of the people. She was just a woman who dared to survive. She dared to continue when an entire world conspired against her. She dared to go on. She dared to fight for what was right. I grew up watching from under my bed, from behind the bathroom door, from our neighbor's fence, her unflinching courage in the face of confrontation. She did not give up. She did not cower away. She stood tall. She taught me and all her children to stand tall. No pretense, as she was not some kind of superhuman. She was just a woman. My Makulu wore a dress and a duk. She was warm, she was brave, she was kind, she was stern. Yes, but she was also generous. Above all, she was focused. She was a woman of this land like the many women of this land who still struggle every day to prepare the soil for the nation to keep growing. When we tell the story of Nomzamo Winnie Mandela, I hope it is to remind our children that to be a hero, you only need to be yourself. You need not be anyone but yourself. I hope we can remember as many things as a mother, a grandmother, a sister, a daughter, a woman, a hero. But mostly, I hope we remember that she was her as herself. She was above all, remarkably herself, Nomzamo Winnie Mandela. And we are richer for having had her among us. Over the flowing hills of Mbongo and Mbizana, a rural town in the eastern Pondoland, as the sun cracked the sky, so she was born, the daughter of Headmaster Chief Columbus and Gertrude, the mother of the nation as many refer to her. Winnie Nomzamo Madikizela excelled from a very early age, with strong winds carrying her every effort, she entered history as the first black medical social worker. There it was, the glare of South Africa's collective struggle, cemented in atrocity and conferred by the system. Here our fate was sealed. She had grown consciousness that crafted her vision for our great land. This, our undisputed inheritance, a heritage marked by deep conviction and a fiery passion. I'm blessed, we are all blessed, to have had her wisdom and counsel punctuate the most important milestones in mine and my young family's life. Her commitment to ensuring our own success continues to be the force of our every effort. Her unflinching and endless, unrelenting, unwavering, immeasurable love for family is the greatest gift she could have given us all. The void she leaves is gaping. The ache caused by her departure is a wound that will never soon heal. We are still incredibly sad for this loss. We consider ourselves privileged to share in this monumental legacy. We owe it to the universe a debt of gratitude for the favor bestowed upon our lives. You always seem to have had time for all of us, Makulu, all of us that sit here today. As I close, I also close to salute the young women of this family. On the 3rd of April, it was my young niece Zaniwa's birthday. On the 9th of April, it was Zondwa Mandela's birthday. And today, it is my daughter Zazi's birthday. I'd like to implore you guys for your selflessness and for your continuous contribution to this family.